On a ramshackle sleigh, he hitched up old Billy. Then the skull said, "Giddy up," as the sleigh started down towards the homes where the girly golfers lay a-snooze in their town. All the girly golfers, happy in their lives, were dreaming of their next round, playing with their wives. When he came to the Fanchulos, all brightly lit, "John plays with Linda. I don't like it one bit." "This is stop number 1, the Red Skull hissed, as he climbed to the roof, empty bags in his fist. Then he slid down the chimney. Nothing seemed dull, but if Santa can do this, so can the skull. He got stuck only once, for a moment or two. Then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue, where the Fanchulo stockings were all hung in a row. "These stockings," he grinned, "are the first things to go." Then he slithered and slunk. He thought he was tough. Around the whole room he took all their stuff, golf balls and putters, markers and balls, even took everything attached to their walls. And he stuffed them in bags. Then the skull very nimbly stuffed all the bags up, one by one, up the chimney. Then the last thing he took was the log for the fire. Then he went up the chimney himself, the old liar. On their walls he left nothing but hooks and some wire. And the one speck of food that he left in the house was a crumb even too small for a mouse. Then he did the same thing to Davis, Green, and New Tile, leaving crumbs much too small, only Mossman finds worthwhile. It was 15:15 dawn, all the bushmen's in bed, all the bushmen still a-snooze, when he packed up his sled. Packed it up with their presents, the bag and the ball, the shirt, the jacket, the slacks, all marked extra tall. 3,000 feet up the 16th hole, he rode to the top to dump what he stole. Pooh-pooh to the girly golfers, between puffs of cigar smoke. They're finding out now that this isn't a joke. They're just waking up now, I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two. All the girly golfers will all cry, "Boo-hoo!" "That's a noise," grinned the skull, "that I simply must hear." So he paused, and the skull put a hand to his ear. And he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, and then it started to grow. But the noise wasn't sad. Why, this sounded very merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry, very. He hadn't stopped them at all from planning together. They still planned to play in all kinds of weather. The skull stole all their stuff. He thought they were done. But somehow or other, the skull hadn't won. And the skull in the cold, standing outside, stood puzzled and puzzled. How can they play with their bride? They played in the spring. They played in the summer. They played in the fall. Oh, what a bummer. And he puzzled 3 hours, till his head was so sore. The Red Skull thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe girly golf, he thought, isn't so bad. Maybe if I played too, it wouldn't make me so sad. And what happened then? Well, at Oakley they say that the Red Skull's small heart grew 3 sizes that day, and the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he took back what he stole to all his friends that night. And then he shifted his thoughts to something more real. Screw 'em all. Let me enjoy a big meal.